Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video I would like to show you guys how to make your own face mask. I know that we are in the middle of a pandemic right now with the COVID-19 and that there is a dire need for face masks, especially in healthcare. So I would like to show you guys how to make your own, as well as showing you alternatives as well, because I know that a lot of the normal materials that people use, they're out of stock in stores, or the stores are closed and not accessible anymore. It will take a really long time to order things offline. So I just want to show you guys some alternatives. I know that there's a ton of videos out there showing you guys how to make masks. This is one way how I make my mask. So, and I know that not everyone out there agrees with the whole mask making or whatever, but to each his own. I'm not going to get into that. This clip right here just kind of frozen on the items that you will need. So I have 2 sheets of the cotton fabric. It's cut 9 by 7, I want to say. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna put everything in the description box. I have interfacing used as a filter, which is a alternative. Pins. Then I have some wires, a piece of wire, and I'll put the dimensions and everything like that in the description box as well. Scissors, rotary cutter, and then you need some type of elastic for the ears. Normally it's a 1/4 inch elastic, but like I said, supplies is running low everywhere, all over. So I'm going to show you an alternative for the elastic behind the ears later on in the video. And then I just have that fabric there because you will need to iron your mask just to clean everything up. So I know it's a lot of information thrown at you at the intro, but trust me, it's a very, very easy process, and I'm here to break it down to you. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. You guys enjoy this video, and if you don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all the info will be in the description box, as well as some more links and print out printable patterns to make your own style fabrics of your own. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching. Okay guys, so first thing we are going to do is take our fabric and put the fabric right sides together. Clearly I did not do that. I did opposite sides, but it really didn't matter too much because it's the exact same pattern on print on the cloth. So I really didn't care because the other side is going to be hidden anyway when it's on your face. So we are going to sew along the top portion of the mask, which is the longest side of the mask. And don't forget to do a back stitch before sewing and after sewing straight across to secure your stitch. Now this part is optional. Once I did my stitch, I just ironed my seam just to make it lay more flat. Okay guys, so this is one of the alternatives for the elastic that goes behind the ears. This is a fold over elastic or bias tape. Elastic bias tape is another thing that you can use. You just simply fold it over and do a top stitch on them, and they will look like this. Exact same thing. The dimensions are fairly similar, and they're still super stretchy once you do the top stitch on them. So another alternative would to just simply create your own straps, which is very easy. This right here is nylon fabric that I normally use for swimsuits. As you can see, it's very stretchy. What I did was I cut out, I want to say about an inch. The strip was about an inch wide that I cut out. And what you're going to do is fold it over right sides together, and then you're going to pin it all the way down. And for this one though, you want to do a zigzag stitch. You don't want to sew straight down. If you sew straight down, when it's time to flip the strap inside out, it will rip. Doing a zigzag stitch, the strap won't resist and it'll still be stretchy. So you can see right here, I put it on a zigzag stitch, and I am going to do that all the way down. As you can see, the strap still stretches, and then what you're going to do after this is cut all that extra excess fabric off because you do not need it. Okay guys, so now it's time to take that strap and turn it right side out. The easiest way is to take a safety pin and just travel it through the strap until you get it to be right side out. Honestly, I feel like you can really grasp the what I'm doing here just by looking at it versus me explaining it. But I simply just took it and the safety pin, I attached it to the end, and I'm just chasing it all the way through until I get to the other end. Once I get to the other end of the strap, you'll see that the right side will appear like that, and then you just constantly just pull until it's completely right sides out. Okay, so I am taking the straps and I'm cutting them 7 inches long. And here's just a quick comparison. As you can see, the photo over elastic and the Selfmade band is basically the exact same. Okay, so now it's time to add our straps. You're going to open it up. As you can see, that's the right side. We're going to basically sandwich this in. So we're going to take our straps and we're going to pin them in between the two fabrics. Also, when pinning, make sure that your straps are laying flat and they're not twisted. You don't want them to be twisted and behind your ear, because I know that could be an uncomfortable feeling. And once you know where to place your straps between the fabric, you just simply pin on top because we're going to sew those sides down. And what I like to do is one side first, and then I'll start with the other side. I'll do the top portion first, and then I like to match them up together to make sure that they're even. And then I'll do the bottom portion of the strap, and then I'll match that one to make sure that they're even before I even sew anything down. Okay, here I'm just turning my stitch to a straight stitch, and I'm going to sew all the way down. These are the sides that we're sewing, including the straps for the ears. And once you've sewn down both sides, you can cut off that excess fabric. And here you can turn it right side out so you can see what it's looking like and try it on, just to make sure that the bands fit comfortably behind your ear before you sew the bottom half closed. Okay, now we're going to turn it back inside out so we can stitch the bottom half closed. You're going to sew midway on both sides, leaving at least 1.5 inches opening so you can be able to turn it right side out. Now that the bottom half is sewn, you can go ahead and turn your mask right side out. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my scissors, I'm not cutting, I just have them close together, and I'm just getting those corners because the corners were folded in. Now I'm going to take some wire. This is some jewelry wire. I cut it about 6 inches long, and I'm taking both ends of the wire and I am folding them inwards because this is going to go around your nose and you don't want the ends of the wire to poke you in the face. Now I'm going to take that wire and just drop it in there. Make sure it's all the way at the top of my mask, and I'm just going to pin it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. And now I'm going to add my interfacing. Interfacing is an alternative for a filter. With interfacing, you can wash these masks. So don't just use any type of paper or anything like that. If you want to wash it, interfacing is a good alternative. I did double up on it because my squares were too small. And as you can see, what I'm doing now is I took it and I rolled it up, and I just kind of maneuvered them with my fingers so they can lay flat. So now I'm just going to take my mask and fold it upwards. As you can see me doing here, you're going to do it 2 times. I find ironing as you go to be a little more helpful, as you see me doing. So I just folded the first fold, and then I took my cloth and just lightly ironed over it. And then I pinned the sides so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I did the same thing for the second fold. At this point, your mask should look like this. It should be pinned and ready to sew. You're going to sew all the way around, so you're going to sew in a rectangle. When you're sewing the top portion, I like to sew the top portion first, where the wire is. You want to make sure that wire is all the way to the side as possible, because you do not want to sew that wire, because if you do, your needle will break or bend. Once you sew straight across at the top, you're going to turn it, and then you're going to sew down one side. Then you're going to turn it again, and you're going to sew the bottom half of the mask. Make sure that that opening that you have is tucked inward. And then you're going to turn it one last time and sew the other side closed. Your last couple stitches, make sure that you backstitch just to secure everything. Alright guys, and this is the end result. This is what your mask should look like. I hope this was helpful. You guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any tips or any other alternatives of making a face mask, please leave them in the comments. Any questions, I'll have all the details in the description box. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, guys. Stay safe. Bye.